Hey guys, what's going on? In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through a process for finding products and launching them that I've used for the last 5 years. And this is a process that has not only generated me over 7 figures in dropshipping revenue, but it's done so well for clients that I've worked with. And to let you guys know, I've worked with over 1,000 clients in the last 5 years. My team and I, we use this process to find products, validate them, build the dropshipping store, and launch them. And we did this so often that we could get this process down to within a day. But if you're doing this, it's probably going to take you around 3 days to get it done. So in today's video, I'm going to be revealing to you my actual step-by-step process for finding dropshipping products, validating them, verifying the supplier, building the sales funnel for your dropshipping store, launching the ads, everything in a step-by-step process. The way that I've broken it down is it's in 3 days. All right, so day number one, I want basically, before I get into this, I want you to dedicate 3 days to this. The next 3 days, I'm shooting this on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have 3 days to dedicate this. And if you actually do every single step that I've laid out, you're going to see success that you haven't probably seen before because you're approaching this in a completely different way. The way that I do dropshipping that's gotten me my success in dropshipping, that's gotten my clients success in dropshipping, and I'm going to give you proof of all of that before we get into this. But the way that I've been able to do that is because I don't do what most dropshippers do, right? This is going to be a very different approach to what you've seen on YouTube, all right? So if you can give me the next 3 days, okay, and this video will go over what you're going to do on day one, how many hours you're going to spend on each activity, and if you give me 3 days, 6 hours each day, all right, you're going to have a dropshipping store that's not some gimmick AI built tool that will do nothing for you, that costs $1, right? It's not going to be something like that because that's not what real business is, right? So in the next 3 days, if you do this, I promise you, you're going to see success that you might not have experienced before, all right? And before we get into this, I want to announce the biggest giveaway that I've announced on this channel. We just hit 1,400 subscribers and I am blown away. So to give back to the community, I want to do this with one of you. So I'm going to pick one person on the channel and I will do this with you on day one, day two, and day three. We're going to be talking every single day. All right. If you win this, I'm going to talk to you on day one. We're going to go over everything that you did. I'm going to talk to you on day two. We're going to go over everything you did. And then I'm going to talk to you on day three and we're going to go over everything you did. Okay. So I'm going to be doing it with you. All right. One person. All right. Because this is a huge chunk of my time and really pulling back the curtain. Right. I want you guys to have multiple chances to win this with me. All right, so comment as many times as you want down below for a chance to win. All right, because this is actually huge. Instead of giving away cash or anything, I want to give away a business almost, right? So I'm going to be doing this for one of you guys, talking you through all of this, opening up any resource that you want, opening up anything you want to see. You will be able to see. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So what is day one going to look like? All right, day one is product research and validation. We're going to go over my product research category and how I make sure that the products that I'm testing has the highest chance to win. All right, what are we going to go over in day two? In day two, we're going to be actually building out the sales funnel that we're going to be using for our dropshipping store and what that entire process looks like. And what are we going to do on day number three? On day number three, we're going to go ahead and create our ads, and then we're actually going to go ahead and launch our dropshipping store. So again, this took me and my team so much time to develop. So this process took around 2 to 3 years to develop, and then we've tested it and implemented it for over 5 years for thousands of people. Let's go ahead and look at what type of results this process has been able to generate. So when I say that we worked with thousands of clients, as you guys can see, these are thousands of clients that we worked with over the past 5 years where we've done pretty much everything for them, right? All of this work, my team and I, we completed it for them using this exact process. And let's look at the types of sales that this process has generated for clients like this. I have a sheet that measures clients that we worked with from 2022 to 2024, right? And we have generated for these clients, or some of this sensitive information is blocked out, but we've generated over $850,000 for these clients. All right, so spanning all of our clients. This is not even all, but this is just a sample data set that we pulled out that we were tracking, and $850,000 of sales has been generated for all of these clients. Not just that, let's take a look at my personal Stripe account and what I've been able to do with a variation of this very same process that I'm going to be sharing with you. It took a long time for us to be able to perfect this process, but when we did, we saw results like never before. We were able to get ourselves into Russell Brunson's infamous 2 Comma Club, which is an award given out to people that have hit 7 figures in their sales. We were able to take our last e-commerce agency into the Inc. 5000, which is America's fastest growing companies, right? This is a screenshot of my personal Stripe account with $180,000 done in sales. This is another Stripe account of mine, which has done $805,000 in sales. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There is a ton of people that have been making sales every single day. This is just one of the accounts that's done $878 in sales. This is another account that's done $779 in sales. This is another account that's done $2,000 in sales. Another account that's done $1,000 in sales. These are actual screenshots from people that are using the process. Another screenshot that's done $14,000 in sales. So these are actual screenshots of people that have used the process and have actually gotten sales for themselves. So the reason I'm showing you all of this is just to say, pay attention. Take out the next 3 days, commit them to launching your dropshipping business. Do this process. You might have some pieces of it figured out through YouTube, but the pieces that make it work are the ones that you don't know about yet, right? So give yourself the next 3 days. Every single day, I want you to dedicate 6 hours to your dropshipping store and try and finish off all of the things that we talk about in this checklist. The first thing that I want you to do is speed run through this video so you have a good idea of what everything looks like, and then come back to this video when you're actually working and then finish it off section by section. Sometimes I talk slow, so watch it in 2x speed and then watch all the way through, because you're going to want to plan out your day and have all of the resources that I mentioned for day 1, day 2, and day 3 mapped out in advance. So you're not wasting time collecting resources. You're just ready to go. All right. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Again, this entire process, I want to pick one person to do it alongside with, and we're going to be talking back to back 3 days until you have gotten it done. All right. So for a chance to win, comment as many times as you want down below, and it could be anything that you want, but as long as the more times you comment, the better the chances are of you winning this. All right. So without further ado, let's get into day 1, right? Part 1, which is product research and validation. You have to work for around 6 to 8 hours, and your goal is to find and validate a winning product. Okay. So I've broken it down by hours. Don't be restricted by this. Like, you have to get it done in an hour. If some parts of this takes more time, then some parts of it might take you less time. But I just wanted to make it an easy, accomplishable goal where you give yourself 60 minutes to finish one thing and then take a little bit of a break and then get back to it. All right. So what is the first one? The first one is to research products on TikTok, Amazon, and AliExpress and find winning products with a strong wow factor, solve a problem, and look for products with a strong track record of sales and something you can upgrade. Now, let's get into what my product research methodology is and what I do, which is very different from what you'll see other YouTubers do. Okay. And I actually have a screenshot of some of the products that I've tested and some of the products that I continue to test using this exact strategy. All right. All right. So let's get into part 1, which is doing product research and validating a winning product. All right. So what I've done is I've tried to keep it easy for you guys, where I've sort of broken down what you need to be doing every single hour. Now, if some things take more time for you, that's completely fine. For example, the first 3 or 4 items are actually the most important. If you want to give them the most time and you don't want to give enough time to the last few, that's completely fine as well. As long as you work through this progression, all right, it's going to be very, very important. So in the first hour, let's talk about my personal way that I like to do product research, which is going to be very different from what you see people doing on YouTube. I like to do product research on Amazon and TikTok. All right, I do a combination of both of them to find products that are trending and to find products that you can drop ship that people actually want. All right, so the first thing to understand about the way that I do product research is I don't do product research as a dropshipper, I do product research as a consumer. Okay, so I have a niche first approach. What that basically means is I'm going to decide that I'm going to build my business in a particular niche. I don't like to do general stores. What I like to do is I like to focus on one group of people that I want to serve. Okay, and to find that group of people that you want to serve, you have to actually select one niche that you want to get into. And what is a niche? A niche is just a collection of people that have the same underlying interest. For example, fitness is a niche, jewelry is a niche, tech is a niche, fashion is a niche, sports is a niche, indoor and outdoor hobbies are different niches. So you're going to first have to decide what niche you want to enter. All right, and so basically what I like to do is I like to type in list of hobbies. Okay, and then I like to go on Wikipedia and I like to look through all of these different hobbies that Wikipedia suggests, because each of these hobbies is a different niche. All right, and once you select a niche, that's the first most important decision that you're going to need to make. All right, now typically what other people tell you to do is to scroll endlessly on TikTok until you find a dropshipping product that has a wow factor or that has a unique problem solving item or aspect to it. That's completely fine. But scrolling through hours on TikTok to find one product that has everything might be very, very difficult. It's basically like trying to buy a lottery ticket and hoping that you win the lottery, because you're going to have to go through millions of tickets for yours to be selected. All right, I don't like to do that. What I like to do is I like to narrow down the types of products that I want to look at. All right, and I actually want to go ahead and show you what that sort of looks like. Okay, I don't like to pick this. So basically, if these are all the products in the world, okay, you're going to be looking at every single, like let's say each of these dots is a product. You're going to be looking at all of these different products that are trending on TikTok to find a few that have the right sales potential, right? So maybe you select this product and this product and this product. Okay, but filtering through all of this information will give you information overload. What I like to do is I like to be very specific in only going after a certain type of products. Okay, for example, I'll go after just fitness products. Okay, because I enjoy that hobby. I know a lot about that niche. I like staying fit myself. I like going to the gym. I try to eat healthy, all of those aspects. All right, so I will go after one particular niche, and then there's only 15 to 20 new trending products in there that I'll have to research to pick one that I want to go ahead and sell. And not only that, I like creating the funnel, I like creating the website, I like creating the advertising. If this thing becomes a big brand, it'll be something that I'm proud of, versus making a stupid trending dropshipping product into a big brand and figuring out how that works. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is select a niche that you want to go into. Again, any of these is a 6-figure niche. Just throw out a dart and just select where it lands. Okay, or if you don't want to do that, and if you want to go after something that you're truly passionate about, go ahead, look through this. All right, one prompt that I like to do is, if you've been using ChatGPT for a while, just be like, ChatGPT, I'm trying to create a business in a niche that I like. From what you know about me, can you recommend some niches that you think I'd be interested in? ChatGPT, if you've been using it for a little bit of time, ChatGPT knows what you're interested in, and you would be surprised what feedback it gives you. So try that if you've never used ChatGPT for niche selection. Okay, now for me, I love fitness, fashion, and tech. I've made lots of money dropshipping in all of these, so I'm going to go ahead and look at fitness. So basically what I like to do is I like to go on Amazon first, and I like to go ahead and just basically type in fitness products. Now this is pretty you think this is pretty standard, right? But you would be surprised with how many products Amazon has in fitness that you wouldn't even know to start off with. Okay, so essentially what I'm doing is I'm actually just going to look at all of the different products that Amazon has, and I want to find those unique ones that I didn't see listed there before, right? Because I'm in this niche already. All right, I already know a lot about fitness products, so I like to go and look through Amazon as a shopper. Okay, like if I'm trying to get fit on my own, either inside the gym or at home, right? What type of products would I be using? What type of products would I buy? What type of products would I have no issue recommending? Don't look at it as a dropshipper. Look at it as a customer first. I would do the same thing on TikTok. Okay, I'm going to go on TikTok, type in the keywords that I'm looking for, like fitness gifts, fitness gadgets, fitness for women, fitness for men, fitness for women over 50, fitness for men over 50, fitness for men with joint pain, like whatever niche that I'm trying to serve. I'm going to go ahead and type in those keywords because I want to find those products. I'm going to be going ahead and looking at all of the different products that people are recommending over here as well. Now, this is actually a back and forth research method. Okay, I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go here. Now, why am I doing that? Essentially, let's say I find this, for example, this product, which are ankle weights. Okay, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go back to Amazon and see, okay, are there suppliers for this product? And what are people saying in the comment section or the review section about this product? Is it actually cool or is it a scam? Okay, and going back and forth like this allows me to find products that I truly care about. Now, I've actually done a very, very in-depth video on this where I did about an hour of product research and actually ended up finding a crazy product. And the story behind that product is I found it, and one of the students in my mentorship community saw the video and decided to just launch the product. And when they did, they made over $700 in sales throughout their entire store, right? So that's how crazy it was. They just took that product, launched it, and they saw an amazing amount of results. Okay, so I have actually a full-length video on how to go back and forth and do this. I recommend after this video going to my channel, putting these keywords in, all right, and finding that video and looking at how I do product research. All right, but basically the gist of it is I'm not looking as a dropshipper. I'm looking as a shopper and as a consumer to find cool things that weren't there before, or cool things that would actually help people, because you're not just looking for products with a sales record. You're looking for products that you can upgrade, because I'm going to teach you throughout this process how you can take everyday normal looking products and upgrade them by adding free gifts and digital products and converting them into a combination offer. You're going to be giving a complete solution to problems, and then that's going to completely change the way that you will look in front of your customer. So you guys could both be selling the same push-up board, okay, but because in your push-up board you added more free gifts, okay, and you added a bunch of digital products, okay, because you did that, your board and the way that it's positioned will be completely different. All you have to do at the moment is select something that you think is cool and select something that is that is something you can validate. If you can do these two things, I will show you how to transform your offer. Okay, so again, one more thing that I like to do is I like to go department wise, right? On Amazon on the left, you'll see departments, and then I'll go through all of these different departments, okay? Because Amazon is the world's biggest e-commerce platform, and the way that it categorizes data is there is nothing like it. All right, so essentially I like to go into all of these different categories to find products. So if I just put in fitness products, I'll see generic fitness products, but if I go here in the different departments, I'm going to find different products in exercise, in cardio, in tech, in alternative health, in body composition. Like, these are all different niches that I can go into because I'm trying to find unique products that solve a problem, and they're all hidden in this collection. Okay, I also like to see digital products being sold. So anytime you put something in here, all right, and you see a combination of physical and digital products, that's actually a really, really good sign that you're entering into a good niche, because when we create our offer that you'll see towards the end, we're going to actually combine both physical and digital products plus free gifts, free shipping, a big sale, to create a bundle offer that's going to be very, very difficult for someone to say no to. Another thing that I like to do when I'm looking at products is I like to look at new releases, movers and shakers, and most wished for, all right, and gift ideas. All of these are different categories that people have. Specifically movers and shakers, when you find products in there, they're picking up velocity, and most wished for are things that people wish that they could buy but haven't yet. Maybe this is where you can come in and create a better offer than Amazon that's offering, all right, and then you can go ahead and take customers from their list. Again, in this video that I've done 3 weeks ago, I did a live product research for like 50 minutes and I found an insane product that someone launched and instantly made money from. Okay, so this is how I approach product research, and this is what I'm doing pretty much for the first hour. And what I'm then doing is basically keeping an Excel sheet of all of the different products that I find, all right, with some relevant website links as well. So that's basically what I'm doing for hour number 1. Now, hour number 2, once I have 5 to 10 products that I've found like that, I'm going to go ahead and check reviews and ratings on AliExpress and Amazon to make sure that the products that I've selected are actually ones that are good. Then I'm also going to look at Google Trends to check if the niche in and of itself and the product in and of itself is trending upwards. Then I'm going to go ahead and look at the Facebook ads library and the TikTok ads library to learn what and how this product is currently being sold. Okay, now that's very important. One more thing that I like to do is, for example, let's say I find this push-up board on Amazon. I'm actually going to look, this is a very easy way to validate if the product is a winner or not, is if you scroll down, you'll see something called the bestsellers rank. And if the bestseller rank is under 19, is under like 20,000, okay, that product is moving hundreds and hundreds of units every single day. Okay, and if that product is selling hundreds and hundreds of units every single day, you could probably, without much effort, sell at least 2 to 5 units of it every single day. Okay, so as long as it's, as long as it's less like this, you're probably gonna have a better time selling it. Okay. All right, let's move on. And then if it's number 2 in strength in training, okay, you're probably going to have a much easier time, because of all the push-up stands that Amazon has, it's at number 2. That's actually an insane stat for it to achieve. Okay. Cool. So let's keep moving forward. The next thing that I like to do is I like to put the product name in and put the word review in, because I want to see what people have to say about this particular product. This is not only going to give me a good idea about how I'm going to market the product, it's also going to give me a good idea about if I'm going to create an ad, what type of TikTok videos I'm going to repurpose for my ad, or if I'm going to create UGC content where I'm going to send the product off to a creator to create ads for me, what type of ads they should be creating. For example, watch this before you purchase, right? 1.2 million views. All right. Before you buy, watch this, 911,000 views, right? All in one upper body workout. So I already have 3 really strong ad angles that I'm going to run if I was going to sell this push-up board. Most people skip this part. They don't actually go ahead, read the reviews and do that real research before actually going in and selecting the product as well. The next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to actually put that product name on Google Trends. I want to see something like this, where it's always up and down. Okay, if it's always up, okay, it's probably something that other dropshippers might have already used. But if it's up and down like this, where it's seasonal, I want to catch it right here. Okay, I want to catch it right as it's going up on its peak. For example, with this product, it might now be time that it's trending downwards. That's because winter is coming to an end in some places. All right, and people are preferring to go outdoors. But as you guys can see, right before Jan, it really spikes up just because people are taking that New Year's resolution, right, to get fit. So every time before Jan, it goes right up. Okay, a lot of people buy that, right? So if I'm selling this, if I had found this product in December, I would have had a wave that I could ride up. Okay, another thing is you can also see where it's being targeted, right? So you know in your Facebook ads which countries are best for that particular product as well. Now, another thing to do is make sure that you're checking competitors' Facebook ads libraries, because you want to see what and how it's being sold right now. Right now, with this particular product, you're going to get an anti-slip grip and a non-slip mat as a free gift. Okay, so what you have to make sure is, at least in your offer, at a minimum, there has to be an anti-slip grip and a non-slip mat. Okay, because the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to at least be on par with your competition. Okay, so you don't want to ever be in a situation where the market is offering more than what you are offering. Okay, you want to at least be on par with them, and you want to actually obliterate them. Okay, you want to offer so much more value than anybody on Amazon or anybody outside is offering, that it is an easy no-brainer that people have to buy from you. The way that I do that is by bundling free gifts, okay, and by giving a ton ton of digital products as well. Okay, so essentially what I would do is if I found out that this is the base offer that most of my competitors are offering, I will make sure my supplier has the anti-slip grip and a non-slip mat. Okay, and for example, on this Amazon product, we see that there are so many free gifts being offered, right? There's not only an anti-slip grip and a mat, there is wheels, there are different resistance bands, right? There is all of this different stuff. So not only is it a push-up bar, it's also something where you can do resistance bands training. Okay, so because now I know that it has all of this, and for example, even this one, it has resistance bands, it has a push-up bar, it has wheels. This is what I'm going to use. This is the type of supplier that I'm going to use to make sure that my free gifts are way better than their free gifts. Okay, and then another thing that I'm going to do, and this is why digital products is so important, is I'm going to create at least 6 digital products that look like this, because this one has gotten 1,000 purchases in the past, and it's just workout cards. Okay, so I'm going to use ChatGPT and other AI tools to create at least 6 different things that people can use when they're training with it, and then I'm going to bundle everything together to create an absolutely irresistible, unbeatable offer that will basically trash any other person that's trying to sell the same. I've actually done this in the fitness space before, where I did it with the resistance bands that women use to stay fit. I had a resistance band plus a free gift. My supplier gave it with a carry pouch that I positioned as a free gift. Then I had 6 different ebooks. One was a workout glossary, one was a diet plan, one was a workout tracker, one was a fat burner, all of these different guides, so that then I didn't position it as anymore as a multifunctional set. I positioned it as a full weight loss solution. All right, so I took it from a simple product to an all-in-one solution, and that's what you have to do when you are creating your offers as well. Okay, so again, you're going to go ahead and do some meta ads research as well. Make sure you're looking at all of the different ways that this product is currently being advertised. Look at all of the different ad copy that's being used, and basically this is where you're just basically getting immersed in your niche. Okay, you're getting immersed in your niche. When you're doing this, you're going to understand what angles to use, what angles are become saturated, and what angles have not been talked about yet. And those angles that have not been talked about, because you did the smart thing and you actually read the reviews that people were saying, and you can go ahead and basically the biggest principle in copywriting is going ahead and saying to the customer back in their own words what they want to hear about themselves. Okay, if you can do that, if you can use the customer's own language as your marketing language, you're going to see your marketing and your sales be so much more effective than anybody else competing for the same type of customers. All right, so with that being said, after we validate the product and become immersed in the niche, now we go ahead and finalize the different products. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about how we do that. All right, let's get into finalizing your product. Right, so we're going to go ahead and now, because we have so many of them, we've basically done all of the research, right, to be able to pick some products. Now it comes down to just finalizing which one you're gonna sell, and that basically comes down to 2 things. Number 1 is how profitable are you when you're gonna go ahead and fulfill, and number 2 is go ahead and just gauge market demand for it, right? So again, if you actually look at this video, I actually go through that in quite a bit of detail, but at the end of the day, you want to pick the product out of all of the ones that you've selected that will make you the most money and that will sell the most. Okay, that's basically what you're trying to do, because number 1, you have to make sure it doesn't get on the list, all right, unless it's met this criteria. Now that it's met this criteria, most of these products should sell, right? If you market it correctly, if you have the right funnel, most of these offers should sell. Okay, but what you want to do is in how you get into the technical aspects of it. Like, look at CJ Dropshipping, find out what the cost find out what it's going to cost you to basically fulfill this. All right, look at the fee, right? Look at the shipping fee, add it up, right? Do some math, make sure you have a nice bit of margin to be able to sell this product, right? And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to price it at, you're going to want to see if you can sell it for 2 to 3 times more the cost and try to, even if it's a little bit over Amazon pricing, if it's 10 to 20% over Amazon pricing, don't be worried about that, right? But if it's like 50% over Amazon, that's probably not something you can get away with. Okay, so again, you're gonna want to look at those costs of your suppliers. You're gonna want to look at CJ Dropshipping, AliExpress, any other suppliers that you've worked with, and see which product offers you the most margin. And also, again, pay attention to the stats of TikTok, right? You're going to want to make sure that the product that you're trying to sell does have, like, you know, whenever people post reviews or people like mention the product, it has that ability to go viral, all right? Because that's going to matter a lot as well. So once that's done, once you sort of finalize your product, you're going to want to define your target audience. Okay, now basically, this, for example, let's just look at this fitness product right here. This push-up board can be for anybody. It can be for somebody who wants to burn fat and lose and build muscle. It can be for someone who just wants to work out at home. It can be for someone who hates going to the gym, right? It can be for literally any person. It could be for a teenager who wants to get abs, or it could be for an older gentleman who's trying to get back into shape. Your purpose is going to be now to choose who this is going to be for. A lot of people skip this, and this is what happens is when they're drop shipping, right? They basically, even when they're targeting on Facebook, which is really sad, they'll just open it up for everybody. It's for all. Anybody who wants it can have it. Okay, but when you really go ahead and define that one person that it's for. So for example, for my dropshipping businesses, I go after work from home mothers, like work from home mothers who want to stay fit. And when all of my marketing and all of my targeting is for that, like that audience is, that person is from between 25 and 55. Okay, this is that niche, right? It's women, right? It is these women. They only buy from certain brands. They have a certain way that you speak to them. They will only respond to a certain type of TikToker. Okay, so you have to define the persona, and you have to pay attention. Okay, you have to, you could use ChatGPT to define who you're basically going after and ask it to explain pain points, desires, and demographics. You can look at Facebook audience insights. You can look at TikTok trends to identify the behavior, right? And then you have to, again, be specific. What is the age? What is the gender? What is the location? And what are they interested in? This is something you have to pay attention to and nail down once you have your product picked, and then obviously finalized. And then you have to finalize your customer avatar. Okay, look through everything. Look through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever social media channels. Type in those keywords and try and figure out who it is you're going to sell to. A hack that I like to do is I like to go ahead and actually enter Facebook groups, okay? Because I want to get to know the person almost, right? I want to be able to converse with them, right? And when you're in Facebook groups, for example, let's say you were selling a fishing product, join a bunch of these fishing groups and see what they're talking about. See what type of products they're recommending. See why they like certain products and dislike certain products. See if they're mentioning deals. See if they're mentioning some insights that you wouldn't normally get, right? One of my earlier mentors in dropshipping, he was in a bunch of these fishing groups, and somebody started talking about this frog-shaped fishing lure, right? That was just hitting the market, and people were getting really excited about it. Because this person understood dropshipping, he hit up one of his suppliers in China. That person was able to send him a bunch of these frog-shaped fishing lures, and he made 50,000 just drop shipping that particular product. He wouldn't have gotten that insight had he not joined the group. And this is why this, again, let's go back to this, right? The niche selection right here is so insanely important, because it's going to influence how you join groups here. Okay, so again, join Facebook groups. Right. And another thing, again, if you want to get into the mind of your customer, is read the reviews. Okay, go ahead, for whatever product you've decided, go read both. Read the 5-star reviews and read the 1-star reviews, because you're going to really want to understand what customers like, what customers dislike, and how you're going to go ahead and end up positioning. Guys, I'll guarantee you one thing. Nobody does this much research when they're selecting a product. And when you do just these 4 stages of research, you're going to find that so many marketing angles have opened up for you that it's insane. Okay, you like you will be shocked at the level of understanding you have now grasped about your niche and your different offers. You will understand at least baseline how you're going to need to advertise this product to achieve some sales. And if you go into this section and start really understanding, sorry, why isn't it zooming in? Yeah, when you go into this section, okay, and start really understanding why someone is looking, right? How compact, like why someone is looking for a particular product. Like this person wants core and strength, wants it to feel durable, no need for bulky gym equipment. There's 4 ad angles right here. So once you really get to know the inner workings of the brain of your customer, almost, your marketing and your offer creation, everything's going to be unmatched. Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is create a product offer. Okay, now this is, again, I could do an hour, literally, I could do an hour's worth of training on all of these. Okay. And so again, people that are in the mentorship community, if you want me to, let me know where you want me to go deeper. But you have to now create a value packed offer to make your product stand out. This includes discounts, free shipping, digital product, and free gifts. The best offer has the following. Okay, it has the product, okay, which has been marked down, right? So you're offering the product for 50% off. Now obviously we know that this is a little bit fake because whatever price we offer is marked down. Okay, but this is not enough because people are numb to it. Okay, the next thing you have to offer is a free gift. Okay, so basically, let's say we're going back to this example of a push-up board. Okay, now in the push-up board example, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a supplier, okay, that has free gifts that come with it anyways. Okay, so I'm going to say that most people just give you a push-up board, but if you buy from me, you get this, 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 you get this. Okay, and I'm going to position this as 6 free gifts. Okay, now I know that it comes with it and you know that it comes with it, but your customer doesn't, right? And it's all about how you position it. Okay, so now what you do is you position it as 6 free gifts. Okay, and if your thing doesn't come with free gifts, all right, you have to basically go to AliExpress, CJ Dropshipping, right, and find things that cost you less than $1, that if you bundle you'll get free shipping, and you have to position those as free gifts, but try and include free gifts in your offer. Okay. All right, so the next thing to do is to create digital products. We spoke about that a little bit earlier, about how you can transform an offer into much more because you added digital products. But essentially what you're going to want to do, again, now you've basically, when you added free gifts, okay, you made your push-up board offer comparable to this, right? Because they're already getting this. Now, how do you beat something like this where this person's already offering this? So see, we've already beaten the normal guy offering push-up board by offering these push-up board with free gifts. Okay, so we've already beaten him. But how do we beat this guy that already has all of these plus the board? Okay, we beat him by offering digital gifts. Okay, now digital gifts are basically, we're going to create 6 digital products that are absolutely insane. Okay, so essentially what we're going to do is we're going to tell ChatGPT to highlight the most common problems someone has when they're in this niche. Okay, so when somebody who's trying to get a push-up board, what are the 6 most common problems he's facing? We're going to ask ChatGPT to give us those. And then I'm going to be like, okay, if I wanted to solve those problems with a digital ebook, what type of digital ebooks would I create? So ChatGPT would give us 6 titles, right? So maybe somebody struggling with this is struggling with eating. Okay, maybe this person is struggling with consistency, right? Maybe this particular person is struggling with tracking. All right, like he can't track his workouts properly, or he can't track what he's eating properly. Okay, so then ChatGPT will give us 6 titles going after each of those problems. Okay, and then we're going to then create a bundle. Okay, so we're going to call it the ultimate. I hate the word ultimate, so we're going to call it the complete. Okay, push-up domination. bundle or something. I mean, there's a better word for this. I'm just going off the cuff, right? There's so much that we have to cover. Okay. But anyways, okay. So the complete push-up domination bundle, you can come up with better words. Okay. And then in this bundle, what do you get? Well, the first thing you get is the push-up bar. Okay. And what we've done is we've marked it down by 50%, but that's not where we stop. You get these 6 free gifts. Okay. What are these free gifts? They allow you to get the maximum out of your push-up bar, right? So you get the resistance bands, the wheels, the X, the Y, the Z, all the 6 gifts that we got. And then what else do you get? You get 6 free digital guides. Okay. That's going to completely transform the way you look and feel, because we're going to talk about your eating. We're going to be talking about your tracking, your consistency, your X, Y, and Z, right? So all of this, and each of them we have to assign a value. So this is a $19 free gift. This is a $9 free gift. This is a $14 free gift. This is a $7 free gift. This is a $4 free gift. And these guides also get a value, right? This is a $19 guide. This is a $9 guide. This is a $5 guide. And so then we're going to add all of this up. So you're going to get a 50% discount plus over $99 in free gifts. Okay. And all you have to do is pay this price, whatever price we've decided. So this is the offer that you have to create in order to really set yourself apart from the competition. Okay. This is a screenshot of what Canva can allow you to create really good looking ebooks. All you have to do is change the images in text, and you can use AI and stock free images for that. Okay. And then what you should do is basically hire someone on Fiverr to create what I like to call an e-cover bundle. Okay. So basically all of your digital free gifts, right? They're going to create a bundle that looks like this. And what you're going to ask is that they put the product right in the middle, and it's surrounded by all of these free gifts. Okay. And that's what makes your offer really pop. All right. So after having done all of this stuff, all right, we're now pretty much done with product research, right? We found something from a consumer's point of view that we feel is an attractive offer. We've gone ahead and we've validated it based on data and statistics that this is something that's going to work. Then we found something that has a high margin and a chance to be profitable. Then we've gone ahead and understood who our customer is, and then we've gone ahead and positioned it as an all-in-one solution that is much better than any of the other alternatives. So we've gone ahead, we've done this. And as you can imagine, this can take up to 6 to 8 hours of dedicated work. So again, if you're stuck at any part of this when you're watching this video, go ahead, comment down below, and I'm going to make sure that I help you out in as much detail as I possibly can. All right. Now let's move over to part 2, which is setting up your dropshipping sales funnel. So as most of you guys, if you guys are new to this channel, you probably don't know this, but I don't use typical dropshipping stores, right? So if you go to shopify.com, actually let's go to Shopify themes, right? And I don't use stores like this. Okay. Typically I've always noticed that stores like this do tend to lead to a lower conversion, just because there's not a lot that I can do in terms of persuading someone who's new with a little bit of image and some text to go ahead and purchase the product. All right. Typically what I like to do is I like to build out what I call sales funnels. Now, what a sales funnels is a series of different pages that take someone who is a complete stranger and turn them into someone who's a fan of the product. So for example, if you're selling silk pillowcases, instead of just taking them to a page like this, right, you take them to a page like this that talks about the reasons why someone should go ahead and purchase this, or the reasons why this particular product is becoming the must-have holiday gift of 2024. Why are all of the different reasons you need to upgrade your pillowcase today? Now, this gives me room and time to convince someone who doesn't know what the product is, and give them all the reasons why they should purchase the product and why this is an amazing product to have. When they go ahead and hit check availability, that's when they've gone ahead and now they are at the order page where they can go ahead and order. And another really good thing that I like about the funnels, right, is the fact that over here there's so many different let's go to another theme, right? Let's go to all themes here. Let's go to free. All right, if we take a theme like this, right, there's so many distractions, right? They can browse around, they're going to the lookbook, they're searching, they're going here to the cart, they're going down, they're clicking all these pages. They're basically doing everything instead of actually purchasing from you. But if you look at this, let me just actually zoom out. Right, if you look at this page, right, if we go to the first, we're in the second page right now. If we go to the first page, right, there is no other place to go, right? There is no other button here. There's only one button on the page, okay, and we've systematically and strategically put that to take them forward, okay? There's no checking the lookbook, there's no checking on other things, right? It's systematically been put here to be able to just move them forward through the process. All they can do, the only action they can take here is to check availability. And over here, the only action they can take here, there's no other button but to complete the order. So we've gone ahead, we've removed all the distractions that come across with a Shopify store, and that's what allows us to 10x our conversions when we take it to the funnel. And not only that, we don't just stop there. Right after they purchase from us, we show them more products, right, that they would be beneficial for purchasing, right? There's upsells and downsells all the way till the thank you page. They see upsells and downsells, which will give us the opportunity to sell more products to them and increase our average order value, okay? And in Shopify, to achieve the same level of dedication in terms of optimizing your conversion rates, you're going to have to download a bunch of different apps, stitch it together. Each app comes with its own installation guide, its own pricing, and that is why Shopify is able to basically give free trials and charge for $1 stores, because they're not really going to make the money off the Shopify subscription. It's like, think about a printer and an ink cartridge. Normally you get printers for really, really cheap because they know you're going to depend on the ink cartridge to be able to use the printer. Shopify is very much the same. You don't really make money off the Shopify. They make money off the apps that you're going to need. So you're going to need a review app. You're going to need a countdown app. You're going to need to show videos, you need another app. To do upsells, you need another app. With a custom funnel builder just like this, it's all packed into one. You really don't need anything except for just the builder, because it'll allow you to pretty much whatever you can think of, you can design, right? So this is what I use. This is my own software, Shop Funnels. I was really tired of using Shopify and ClickFunnels. When the opportunity to use the software arose, I jumped on it, and I've never looked back for at least the last 5 years, okay? So I build dropshipping sales funnels for those particular reasons. Again, so this is 2 hours of work each, all right? And in 6 to 8 hours, you should have your dropshipping sales funnels completed, okay? So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is go ahead and select an appropriate funnel template, okay? So if you are using Shop Funnels, there are so many of these pre-built dropshipping stores that are ready for you to use. Now, for those of you guys that are new to this channel, what I do is I look at funnels that are already performing really, really well. For example, this particular product had a very similar sales page that had done, not a very similar one, it had a much worse looking one, but in any case, it made $142,000 in sales. Now we've put it inside of a sales funnel and we've made it look absolutely beautiful, right? So what you would do in this situation is, let's say you're selling something that's tea related. You would come here, you would pick this template, or even if it's not tea related and you just like the look and feel of this, you would go ahead and you would start with this funnel. And let me quickly show you what it would look like when you decided to start with this funnel. Right now, I'm inside of my Shop Funnels account. I'm going to go to funnels. I'm going to go back, right? I'm going to go ahead and hit create funnel. And the first option is the pre-built dropshipping stores. These are all the stores that I've built. Let's go scroll to the T funnel because we like it. If you wanted to preview it, we can, right? And not just preview this, we can go ahead and preview a bunch of these other ones, okay? So actually the example we used was the reasons why template, right? So let's say we like this reasons why, right? So we've gone here. This is the hair restoration funnel. Again, this product is in $361,000 in sales, and we've gone ahead and we've modeled it very, very closely. Okay, so we've gone ahead and we like this template. All we have to do is click add funnel and call it the hair restoration or whatever we want to name it. Okay, and as soon as we pick a template, all of the entire funnel is gone ahead and downloaded into your account in a matter of seconds. Okay, you can watch this video to get familiar with how to use the builder, but if you've ever used Canva and you found it to be easy, that's how this is going to feel as well, right? All we're going to have to do is change this copy here, right? If we want to go ahead and edit the image here, we can, right? Put in any image that we want and make any sort of change that we want to make. All right, again, if you want to see what the funnel structures looks like, right after the article page, you're going to see the landing page. This is where we describe more and give more information. No Shopify store looks like this, right? This looks 1,000 times better, and this is where they actually go ahead and buy the product that we're offering. All right after they buy the product, we go here to the upsell page, and this is where they buy more products from us. Okay, so essentially what we're going to do is we're going to choose a high converting funnel template from Shop Funnels. All right, and we're going to go ahead and decide, do we want to sell directly or do we want a reasons why page. Okay, so essentially there are two types of funnels, right? One funnel, if we go here, is a straight to a sales page, right? Just like very similar to this, right? This is made $600,000 in sales, and it goes directly to a sales page. It's not just a normal sales page, though. It's very beautifully designed, but this is where you go ahead and buy directly. And then there are some funnels that are just like this one, right? So this is a marker funnel set, right? Where it goes over, this is what I call a bridge page or a 5 reasons why page. If you watch my last video, it goes into a lot of detail as to why these bridge pages are so successful. But essentially what we're doing is we're going and taking them to a bridge page that goes over the reasons why somebody should purchase this product. All right, and then go ahead, click get my markers, and then we go into the sales page. Okay, so what you're going to want to decide, all right, is what do you want to do? Do you want to sell directly or do you want a reasons why? Basically, I do have a pricing formula for this. Okay, if you are selling anything over, like if you're selling on the higher end, right? If you're selling around 30 to 50 bucks, right, or higher, try and use an article style page and you will see, or a reasons why page, and you will see a difference in conversions. If you're selling products under 30, you can basically get away with just sending them to a direct sales page. Okay, then whenever you're picking a page from all of these pre-built stores, look at a theme that matches your vision. Like, you might have an idea of what type of colors you like, what type of design you like, what type of look and feel you like. Choose the one that you want based on that. All right, but it is as easy as picking one and that gets downloaded into your account. Now you can either go with the reasons why, or you can go direct to the sales page the way these two are. All right, now if you're using Shop Funnels, it's super easy. All you have to do is add your store and business details. The process to get started is not as long as Shopify, where there's a whole onboarding process, right? It's actually very, very simple. So let's say we're using this article style page and we have it downloaded. All we have to do is go to store. The store is currently disabled. We activate it now. We create our products, add a payment processor, add some store details, add the shipping method, and we are pretty much done. There are a few other steps like connecting your domain and adding your pixel, but with every single pre-built store, if you look at the bottom, right here, let me go ahead and show you. If you look all the way at the bottom right here, you're going to find a cheat sheet. If you open this cheat sheet, you're going to have all of the information you need to be able to use the particular template, okay? And the first is a step-by-step funnel tutorial. In this step-by-step funnel tutorial, you're going to learn how to use Shop Funnels, and you're going to learn how to basically do all of the different steps that are required. It's just a short series of videos, and you will have it up and running very, very quickly. And my promise to you is this is going to be faster than Shopify and faster than ClickFunnels to get up and running. With Shopify, there are a ton of different settings that you have to change and get working. With Shop Funnels, it's not like that. If you just get all of these four working, you're 90% there. Okay, so what you're going to want to do after you select it is go ahead, create a product, add a payment processor, add store details, add shipping method. All right, and then finish your stuff like your Facebook pixel. Okay, all of this will take around, I'd say, 15 minutes tops to get all of your store set up. Okay, so once you've gone ahead, and this is now we're going to the easy part, right? This was probably the toughest part of this whole process. The rest should be a little bit more fun and a little bit more creative, right? So the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start working on the funnel, right? Start crafting high converting copy and creative. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about some copywriting tips. Okay, this is a funnel that I absolutely love just because of the way, look at the type of copy and creative that's used. Okay, they're using a 5 reasons why funnel to sell their particular product. So the headline is 5 reasons why the liberals are trying to cancel this innocent t-shirt, and this is going after a really big group, right? And so the headline is polarizing, the image is polarizing, and look at the copy, right? It is really polarizing, right? American made, melting snowflakes and uniting patriots. This is really polarizing. Okay, currently on a huge bundle sale, where the real, I mean, this is really polarizing. So the reason I like this copy is because it relies on real life scenarios, right, and uses real life use cases. So whenever you're trying to write copy, the best advice that I can give you is try and make someone understand what it would be like if they own the product in real life. Try and walk them through what their life would be after this product enters their life. What type of problems go away? What type of solutions arise? How their life becomes easier, more comfortable. Talk about the aspects of money. Talk about the aspects of lifestyle. Talk about the comfort that they're going to experience. Talk about the pain that's going to go away. Okay, when you can go ahead and put it in terms of real life scenarios, your copy becomes 10 times more compelling than the generic stuff that most people are using AI to write for them. Okay, like avoid language like ultimate game changer, right? If ChatGPT has given you the words ultimate game changer in response to something you've asked for, you can 100% be certain that your copy is not going to be compelling at all. And most of us that don't ever double check what AI gives us, and we use stuff like ultimate game changer, and we wonder why we don't make any sales. Okay, if you go here, not a single one of those generic words are being used. Again, the goal for you to aspire to is to speak to the customer personally. Yeah, you have to make it so that if it's reading the copy that you've written, it almost feels like they're being spoken to by you. Okay, now let's go over some image tips whenever you're replacing the images inside of these funnels. Okay, use the entire internet and leave no stone unturned. What you're going to want to do is you're going to really want to look for these lifestyle images, right? People that are, this is like real life people that are wearing the clothes, right? Like for example, this, I don't like this because it's such an AI generated image, right? But look at this. Real life scenarios. Okay, this is the type of pictures and images that you want to focus on. Okay, now sometimes we don't have access to this, and then we would have to use what the supplier gives us. But the more real life, again, the more you can help somebody visualize what their life would be like once they start owning the product, what type of problems would go away, and what type of benefits will be realized. And you can do this through images and GIFs. You are in the right area. Okay, so what you want is real life images. Stay away from basic stock type images. Your images and GIFs need to help your customer visualize what it would be like if they own the product themselves. Okay, now finally, let's go through some beginner tips. Okay, rely on the template and don't worry about reinventing the wheel. Specifically, if you're using shop funnels to build out your templates, okay, or build out your stores, don't try and add more blocks and stuff like this. For example, this particular sales funnel has made 300,000 in sales, and it's done so because it has all of these elements. Okay, now if you like this funnel, don't try and reinvent the wheel. Just go use this. That's it. Just go use this and you should be all right. Okay, and that'll help you move through this process faster. Sometimes good enough is good enough. You won't know what works until you test it. So a lot of the times people, once they build it, they never launch it because they're continuously reiterating on their product, they're reiterating on the way their website looks, they're reiterating on their ads. Don't get stuck. Once you have swapped out, and this is why shop funnels is so easy, because you have these templates. Once you've swapped out everything for your product, Get it ready to launch. Once you see the stats will tell you more than just you making assumptions, right? So once you have something launched, you will know what to do next. Okay. And then most of your time should be in the offer selection and the offer creation. This helps, but nothing moves the lever as much as your offer. Okay. So all of this stuff that we're doing, okay, all of this stuff is good, but nothing is going to be more important than this. So if you actually wanted to spend time on something, spend time on your product research and validating the product. Don't try and spend time here to compensate for poor offer selection. All of this will help sell your offer better, but nothing will move the needle as much as this particular part of it will. Okay. So now let's go into adding upsells and finalizing your funnel. Okay. Like we showed you, each funnel comes with an article page, landing page, upsell 1, downsell 1, upsell 2, downsell 2, and thank you. Okay. Essentially what an upsell page is an ability to buy another related product, and a downsell page is the ability to buy the same upsell product for a cheaper price. If somebody actually decides to take one of the upsells, they will not see the downsell page. They'll move directly to upsell 2. They will only see the downsell page if they decided not to buy upsell 1, so they're offered the same product at a lower price. This is a profit maximizing formula that has worked for me for a really long time. So just use that. Okay. All you're going to want to do is then add some upsells that will increase AOV. Look at offering more of the product at the same price. So this is where you can start offering more like quantity of the product, start offering some bundles, start offering, just ask them, hey, do you want to buy another one for your friends and family for a big discount, right? Do you want to buy 5 more for a big discount, right? What can you, try and offer more for the same price or for a lesser price, okay? Look at frequently bought together products. So if you're actually doing some research on Amazon, okay, what a good thing to do for Amazon is right under the product, there'll be something called frequently brought together. Okay, that tells you that people are buying, whoever has bought this particular product will also buy this particular product. So try and source that and offer that as your upsell, because Amazon is telling you that people who buy the first product actually also end up buying the second product. The third thing, and my personal favorite, is digital products and warranties. Okay, so what I like to do for upsells is I like to offer products that I don't have to fulfill on. So I'll offer warranties, I'll offer digital bundles and digital informational guides, checklists, cheat sheets, X, Y, and Z. And you won't believe we've been able to add upwards of $10,000 in profit into our clients' businesses just by offering them upsells, okay, just that are digital, right? So offer them warranties, offer them whatever else you can think of that they would purchase in terms of information, digital products, right? And just make that the upsells, because you don't have to fulfill on that. It is pure profit. You don't even have to pay a Facebook ad cost to it because it's just pure profit. All right. So that's a very big pro tip on what you can do, again, to increase your conversions. Okay. These are what the upsell pages look like. Before you're done with your funnel, make sure you review and test your entire funnel. Go through each step as a customer, check the mobile view as well, check all of the different pages, and make sure that a tip that I like to do is I like to price all of the products at $1 and I like to buy them. So I want to see the progression of how I proceed across the entire funnel. Okay. And then yeah, that's it. Make sure on the thank you page, you provide very clear instructions on how to get support and what and when they can expect the product to come by. All right. So after you finish this, you're probably done with your sales funnel, and you will have something that looks as good as this if you finish the product. Okay. Actually, let me show you what that looks like live, so you have a better idea. Let's do this one. Okay, let's go. Let's hit live view, because I really want you guys to see what the live view of this looks like. Right, website preview and show in a new tab. So you will have something that looks as beautiful and amazing as this to be what acquires customers for you, right? So if you're done with the process correctly, you will have all of this pretty much done. Okay, now let's move into the final part, which is Facebook ad creation and launch. So I have an entire playlist just dedicated to Facebook ads training. So after watching this, you can even go back to the YouTube channel, go to the playlist that is Dropshipping Facebook Ads, and it has so much training. But this is my overall approach to Facebook ads that has worked really, really well for me. In fact, let me show you some stats that I've been able to achieve with Facebook ads. This is a dropshipping business that we vlog on the channel, right? And by using this approach, I've been able to spend about $68 in Facebook ads to generate $500 in revenue. All right, we've been able to do that a lot of times. I mean, look at this one again, $62 spent to generate $280 in ads, $1,700 spent on ads to generate $5,000 in net profit. Okay, so that's what this is like. All right, $70 spent to make $360 in ads, $60 spent to make $280 in ads. Okay, so I've been able to, and I've vlogged this on the channel quite regularly. So if you want to see more of those videos, be sure to subscribe, because we drop them on the channel quite regularly. So there are three main types of, so first thing you want to do, again, this whole thing should take you around 4 hours, and this whole thing should take you around 2 hours. Okay, so now we're in day 3. Let's get locked and loaded. Okay, so basically, first thing that you're going to want to do is choose your ad style. What type of ad do you want to run? This will depend on the editing, sort of the level of editing skills that you have, the money that you have at your disposal, and the time that you have at your disposal. This goes from least to most level of skill and money. Okay, so the first and the easiest way is the compilation video method. All right, basically what you're going to want to do is choose 2 to 3 engaging TikToks and compile them into a 2 to 3 minute ad. Cut out all the parts of the video pointing to another store. This is only to test. Okay, so let's say we're trying to sell the Pilates reformer product. This is a product that I've covered on the channel, and I've actually made the entire store for, right? So let's say we've gone ahead and we've seen all of the different videos that people have made for this Pilates reformer, and we've maybe decided we're going to use this one, we're going to use this one, and we're going to go ahead and use this one. Okay, so once we've decided that these are the products that we want to use, these are the videos that we want to use, what we're just basically going to do, sorry, I think my whiteboard has finally had enough of me. No, we're going to use this one. Okay, so once we've decided these are the 3 videos that are the most emotional, logical, and compelling, that if I saw it would make me want to buy, I would basically just combine these into one video ad, and I would have them play one after the other, and I would just cut out all the parts where they're mentioning going to a different website, and basically have my own call to actions in there that push people to my website. Okay, and that's the easiest method. And if you don't think it works, I hate to disagree with you. My students and I have been testing this method for a while, and it absolutely works. Now, the second is a direct response style ad method. Okay, basically what we're going to do is use ChatGPT to script an ad that creates an engaging story, compile clips that match what's being said, and then craft an ad. So I've actually, if you watch this video that I've done, I've actually spent 40 minutes making an ad for you from scratch. Okay, so essentially what we do is we basically use a script inside of ChatGPT. It's inside of this video, and then we basically turn that into an audio, right, or a voiceover that somebody's saying their story. Okay, and then as someone's saying their story, we find clips on TikTok that point to what's being said, and then we put and assemble an ad together. But this is much more cleanly done. It is way more purposeful, because you're not confined by what the influencer is saying. You can basically say whatever you want, and then you just have to find clips of what you're saying, right, so that the what you're saying and what is being shown matches really well. Now, although this takes a lot more time and this takes less time, this is much more effective, right, because you can say what you want to say. But obviously this takes a lot of time to put together as well, so it depends on how much time you have and how much expertise you have, because in this one you do need some expertise in video editing. But again, if you watch this video, you will understand exactly how to edit your own ads. Then the last and most expensive and most time-consuming method is to actually get UGC content for your product. In this situation, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Fiverr and you're going to type in UGC review. Then there's so many influencers starting from 35 all the way up to $60 that will go ahead and create UGC video reviews for your products. You basically ship it out to them, and even if you don't ship it out to them, you can just basically send them a script and they will say whatever you want them to say. Okay, so that, and then you basically send them a script. That obviously is much more effective than trying to find videos to stitch together, but obviously that is much more expensive and time consuming as well. But these are the 3 best way to get your video ads made. Okay, then you're gonna have to start the creative process. If you're doing step number 1, you're doing a compilation video method, you're gonna have to start selecting and downloading and compiling all of the clips. Use a tool like SnapTake where you just paste the TikTok link in and you can download the video very easily. If you're using the second method, which is the direct response style, use the ChatGPT prompt that I've mentioned in this video to create a very compelling ad, a very compelling copy. Convert that into an audio and subtitles using the video editing software that I mentioned in this video as well, right? And then start layering those videos. Again, it's all shown in this video right here. Then finally, let's say you're going to the influencer method, right? What you're going to want to do is enter the negotiation phase. What you're going to want to do is hit them up, speak to them on Messenger inside of Fiverr, ask them, how soon they can start the project, what are they going to charge you, if they can give you a discount, and push for a faster turnaround time. And just be like, if you get me this faster, I will promise you a really, really good review. I've used that technique multiple times and have gotten them to prioritize mine just because I promised them a good review. Okay, and then based on your video ad, create the copy that will accompany. This copy is the Facebook ad copy that is the primary text that goes inside of Facebook. All right, so after that, we're almost done. The last thing is you're going to want to review the ad and craft the ad copy. You have to do an audio and video test, make sure the video plays properly. The hook is the most important part of the video. 90% of the work done if you get the hook right. So I was just looking at some videos online, and let's just go ahead and take a look at some of these hooks, right? If you look at this video, again, look at this hook. It's somebody boxing. It's like someone taking a video of their girlfriend doing this boxing stuff, right? This is a video for a cat bed when they start off the hook by saying, look at how crazy cats get and how much they can destroy if you don't have the proper tools, right? And then finally, this is a cosmetic product that shows somebody putting detergent on their knee. Okay, and then it goes into explaining why there's a better way, basically. All right, so the hook is 90% of the ad. It's what starts the ad, and that's where you should pay most of your effort and attention into perfecting. Okay, then try to ensure the ad is compelling, and it's something, if you were presented with, you would at least click the ad. So if you were, and this is why, again, I always will go back to this, right? This being the most important part of this process. If you saw the ad, you would buy it. Okay, or you would at least click to find out more. If it meets that requirement, you probably have a good ad. Okay, then let's go into the paid media launch. Now that we have our ad ready, how are we going to launch the ad? Okay, the first thing is we have to set up a conversions campaign. Don't try and mess around with anything else like awareness or page view. No, go straight for conversions. That's always worked the best with me. I have actually a very detailed video on how I test Facebook ads. You're probably better off watching that after you get a little bit of a summary of how this works. And I have a Facebook dropshipping ad playlist as well, so you're just better off watching all of that content as well. But let's go over this very, very quickly, and then you may be able to watch that afterwards. Okay, so turn off Advantage Plus and go with ABO testing. Basically, you don't want to use this. Okay, you want to just set it up manually. All right, and do a very simple structure. Go with 3 interests, each having 3 creatives. Each interest is a single interest and a single demographic. So when you're setting something like this up, make sure all the advantage stuff is off and you're going with a single conversion campaign. And inside of each campaign, go after one single interest and make sure that interest is an e-commerce brand interest. It's a brand that people that have actually bought from. So Facebook is gathering all of that data on buyers and presenting it to you as an interest. So think if you're going after fitness, go after interests like Gymshark, because Gymshark is primarily an e-commerce website, and people that are interested in Gymshark are either people that have bought from them or want to buy from them. So you want to go after people that are buyers instead of just typing in like strength and conditioning, which could be anybody who's ever seen a fitness video, which is basically everybody in the world, right? But if you go after more specific interests, you will have better results and better targeting generally. Okay, once you launch your ads, the first day, what you want to check your purchases. Any campaigns that have had purchases, make sure to keep them running. The next thing you want to check is your CTR. CTR is your ads ability to arouse interest and engagement. Look at the outbound CTR, which is the click-through rate, and see what the percentages are there. Okay, these are screenshots from my ad accounts. If the CTR is above 2%, leave them on. If it is under 2%, your ad is weak and could use a little bit more help. Okay, then the next thing is check your CPC. Okay, now this is what CPC means. If you CPC is your cost per link, or how much does it cost for you to get someone off Facebook onto your business or onto your platform. If your CPC is under $1, you are absolutely crushing it. If it is over 1.2 or if it is over 1.5 almost, it is really not worth running. Try and get your CPCs to $1 or try to get your CPCs under $1. Okay, then finally, let's optimize on day 2. What you're going to want to do with your advertising, again, I know I'm really brushing through all of this. It's because there is no way I can get through all of this information in one video. I'm just trying to give you an overview so you know the information you need, and I'm also telling you where you can find other information, okay? So, okay, on day 2, what you're going to want to do is find that one ad that outperform all the other ads. Because you're running 3 ads in every single interest, your basic goal is to find just one ad that works, because you're going to take that one ad and you're going to test at least 6 interests, and you're going to spend around $250 before you decide whether the product is a winner or not. If you've tested 3 different creatives, okay, and you have one that at least meets this criteria, and then you've taken that one ad and you've tested 6 interests, you will know if this product is a hit or a miss. Okay, that's basically it. Then you go ahead into scaling. Typically, there's 2 ways to scale. You can keep scaling your ad set single interest, or you can do it with CBO, right? And you can basically either up the budget of your existing ads or keep duplicating it. Or, I typically like duplicating the ads and increasing my presence this way versus this way, because I've always seen performance suffer unless I'm converting it into a CBO. I don't mind scaling CBOs in this manner. But again, more details you can be found in my playlist about how to advertise with Facebook ads. If you have made it this far, I want a special message for you, because not everybody is going to make it this far. I want to give you a free one-on-one call. It's the second link in my description. If you have any questions about dropshipping or any questions about working with me, use that link down below and get on a call with me. That's my gift to you for watching up until this far in the video, okay? And another thing that I want to mention is there is a way to skip all of this, okay? Because what I have done, or basically what my program is it basically has this part of it covered, okay? I have basically done 1/3 of this work for you, okay? And I've actually shown you that already. And that 1/3 of work is because I basically build websites like this for a living, right? I do this and update them pretty much every single week. There are additions to this. What I go ahead and do is I look at products that already have verified sales. I match them through my vetting process. I create the funnel in this manner and I have it available to use. And what I do is I create white label versions of them. What does that mean? Let's say you are interested in this Pilates product. I've created a white label version of the same product. And what I've done is I've used the supplier's images. What I've done is I've written our own copy inspired by the copy that I saw from the person that has made $1.7 million in sales. And I basically give you the opportunity to download this funnel inside of your account. And at the end of each funnel, I give you a product cheat sheet. And if you open this product cheat sheet, it will give you all of the information that is needed here, right? So I told you how to research and validate the product. Well, if you go here, I've researched and validated the product for you. I've told you to go ahead and understand who your customer is, right? Over here, I've gone ahead and understood what the customer is, right? I've given you insights and recommendations, okay? Over here, I tell you how to do ad and creative research. If you look at this, I've given you the Facebook ad interests. I've given you what audiences will respond, and I've also given you ad angles, okay? So pretty much 1/3 of all of the work is done for you. All you would have to do is just this part, which is actually creating the ad, okay, and launching the product, okay? And if you work with one of these pre-built stores, you also get access to a bunch of cool things. If you give me 5 minutes, let me explain everything you get when you work with this software. But in a nutshell, you get one-on-one time with me. So this is my program on how you can work with me. It's a software plus coaching package that I offer, and I offer it for very, very little money for what it's worth, okay? So essentially, the first thing that you're going to get when you sign up, and all you have to do is go to shopfunnels.net, right? Go to pricing, right? And sign up for any of the plans, okay? Any of the plans that you sign up to, and the lowest plan will still give you access to everything. As soon as you sign up, you're going to get a call you're going to get a email from me with a chance to book a call, right? You book that call, and it's going to be me and you on a one-on-one call, right? Where we're going to be talking about your business, your background, who you are, where you come from, what issues you've had with dropshipping, and what is your plan for success. And then we're going to go over some of these very crucial elements, right, inside of dropshipping, right? And if you want to skip all of this because you want me to essentially do all of this work for you, it's already done, right? I've already done all of this work right here when I've built these white label ready to use stores. So all you got to do with me is we're going to walk through all these different stores and select the one that's perfect for you, the one that you want to launch, the one that you're interested in. Okay, this is me and Nathan. We got a call very similar to this, and Nathan's someone who got his first sales in literally the first day of running his ads. All right, then what else are you gonna get? You're gonna get weekly live trainings right after that kickoff call. After basically all of this is done, after basically all of this stuff is done, right, you're going to need help with the creative creation and the targeting, right? And so basically every single week we're going to hop on and I'm going to have a look at your ads, and I'm going to help you on a week by week basis get better at Facebook ads so that you can also get results very similar to how I've been able to generate results with Facebook. We're going to look at your ads, we're going to look at your business, we're going to look at your stats. You can open up your screen, you can share it with me, we can look at the stats of your business, we can really get into it. So once on the first one-on-one call, we're going to identify the business, help you download it, and help get all the assets together for you. And then through the weeks, we're going to go ahead and make sure that you are up to date with Facebook ads and have all of the necessary information to be able to launch your ads. And once you have all of the assets together, you're also going to get a one-on-one launch call with me, which means me and you, we're going to get on a call and we're going to go ahead and launch your ads together, because I want to make sure I'm there for you when you're launching these ads. Sometimes it can be scary for people who've never used Facebook or haven't used it properly to launch ads. So I want to be there with you, make sure your targeting is set up correctly. This is Murtaza. He's someone who I have had many calls with, right? He's someone who in the first 12 hours had its first white label store ready to use. In the first day, in 21 hours to be exact, he had 2 sales. He made $159, right? And he's been testing and making money ever since. Another thing that you're going to get is a very, very detailed course. I'm building the Shop Funnels Academy right now. A previous version of this course was sold for the last 5 years, and we sold over 6 to 7 figures of just that course, just because of the amount of value that was packed in it, right? These are all of the modules and all of the different lessons that are in there. And that was sold for $1,997, right? You're going to get access to this as soon as you get access to the software. It's currently in development and it will be launched soon, all right? What else are you going to get when you get access to Shop Funnels? You're going to get access to a very private community. Okay, this is a private mastermind with me and the members that are paying members of ShopFunnels. Over here, we go ahead and first off, we announce our first sales because we expect those first sales to come very soon, right? If you have, and this is my thinking and it's proven really, really well, if you have modeled a funnel that has done $7.9 million in sales, all right, and you've gone ahead, right, and you found, right, the supplier. Okay, you found the supplier, you've modeled the store, you have all of the information you need, you've validated that the product is a success, and you basically use all of the similar resources. Why wouldn't you be able to get a small piece of this pie? I know they're spending millions on ads, but let's say you're spending a couple hundreds. You can very easily enter, right, and take a small slice of that pie, because there's enough customers for all businesses. All the sales don't just have to go to one business. Okay, specifically if you're doing offer creation the way that we teach here in the course, right, the way if you create offers like this, right, why wouldn't you be able to take a little piece of that? Okay, so essentially, once you get your sales, you announce it in the group and we congratulate you, right? Again, this is where those weekly live calls happen, where we're all together. Any questions that you ask, I go ahead and try to leave as detailed as a response as I possibly can. And I also go ahead and leave very detailed text responses whenever the time permits or if it is needed, right? I will also try and periodically drop all of these. Like if you want access to this whiteboard with all of this information, you don't want to keep coming back to the video, right? I drop that inside of the group so you can have very easy access to all of that information. That's not all you get. Obviously, you get access to the right tools that you need to be able to succeed. So you get access to the white label stores that I built, and I try and find a store at least every week and keep that very much updated for you guys. We have so many that you can just get started with. And my goal for you is to get started with the store and just start seeing those sales come in, because nothing builds confidence like that early success. And so I want you guys to get that early success, get some of those sales, and be confident that even if you wanted to sell this or any other product, you can using sales funnels. Okay, so it's a very easy 3-step launch. Like I showed you, select a store, add in your name and details, and turn on ads. It's that simple. All right, Murtaza, like I said, did it in the first 12 hours. He got his first sales in the first 21 hours of launching. Right, he made $159 in sales, and he's never looked back ever since. Okay. And then finally, really importantly, you get accountability, which means I'm going to make sure that you're on track and progressing along with your goals, making sure that you're not being lazy and once you've joined, you've sort of left it behind. Not only me, there's Steve in the group who's also going to be doing that. Steve's worked with me for over 5 years. He's done 7 figures in his own dropshipping business. And he's in there. Not only is he providing value videos in there, talking about key ad and funnel metrics, talking about how to structure Facebook ad campaigns, talking about just the sales process of the business, right? He's also going to be offering 2 additional calls to every single person that joins, and he's going to be doing some road mapping with you guys, because if your goal is an extra $1,000 a month, he's going to break it down into how you can get that. If your goal is an extra $5,000 a month, again, he'll break it down for you how you can get there, because you might have questions. Okay, how much ad spend do I need? How much time do I need? How many products do I need to test? What XYZ, whatever questions you have to get to your 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is, Steve will help break that down into small achievable goals and give you a to-do list of what you have to do next. So you have 2 calls with him as well. And that's everything you get. As soon as you get a subscription to that software, that's everything you get. So not only is this software cheaper than Shopify and ClickFunnels, because if you wanted to use this, Shopify has the same software for the same price, but you also have to pay the additional $39 to Shopify. Okay. So not only do you get that, you get access to me, this entire community, all of the resources and training that you will need. Okay, all of that is only for $99 a month, and you can try it free for 14 days. If it works out for you, great. If it doesn't, just message me in the first 13 days that, hey man, this might not have been for me, and I will refund you, no questions asked. But my goal is really for you to just get a few sales, just 2 sales, very similar to how Murtaza got 2 sales. He made $159, and basically this entire thing for him was free. All of this just became free for him. He made that 99 in the first 2 days. And that's my selfish goal for you guys, is to basically get all of this access for free, because a small amount, just 2 sales can pay for everything. Okay, so again, go to shopfunnels.net/pricing. The first plan lets you work with one of the businesses, but if you get the grow plan, you can work with all of them. Just mess around with all of the different funnels, whatever you want. It'll be an open playing field for you, right? But if you want to start off with the 99, that's a perfect place to as well. No matter what plan you sign up for, you're going to get access to anything. You probably don't need the Ascend plan. Once you have a lot of traffic and funnels that we're building, then you will probably go to the Ascend plan, where it's a no-brainer to pay the $400 a month, but you don't need it to start off with. Okay, now it's really important to understand this is only open to the next 100 people. We had a goal last month of getting 50 people in there, and then we had to close it off. Now the goal is the next 100 people. After that, either the group's going to be shut down, or we're going to have to double the price again, because we can only service, I mean, as you guys, a lot of you guys might know this, but mentorship for this cheaper prices is unheard of in the industry. It is a little bit disruptive, and the reason it is because we're new here, right? We're a small YouTube channel, we're a small community, we do things differently, and so we understand that we might not be able to, and we don't even want to charge that much, right? We want to bring as many people as possible, but we want to keep the quality really, really high. So this is only open for the next 100 people. After that, we're going to have to again go ahead and double that price. Okay, so make sure you take advantage and sign up very quickly, because we're really getting to that 100 faster. We have new people joining in every single day, and I upload videos every single day, right? So we have new people joining in every single day. This is just some of our students who have seen success in their first sales coming in right after joining the program, right? And all of this is live in the group. As soon as you join, you'll see all of these posts are pinned. All of these people have gotten their first sales coming inside the community. And just to show you guys, this is my personal Shop Funnels account that's made $72,000 in sales, 725 orders, $100 each, $9,000 in monthly recurring, which is just a subscription business I built in there, and $52,000 in revenue. So this is everything you get. It's for $99 a month. This is a big thing to get done. Huge. All of this. I want to help you, right? I want to help do all of this for you. Okay. So that's it. If you want like a partner, a true partner to help navigate all of this stuff for you, give me a shot. And if it doesn't work out, no harm, no foul. In the first, 14 days, you get your money back. No questions asked. $99 to you. It makes zero difference to me. But if I can help you make $159, the way Murza did, that makes a huge difference to me. So with that being said, this video is absurdly long. So I'm going to try and cut out now and get some other type of work done. Appreciate each and every one of you watching, guys. Thank you so much. The channel's reached 1,400 subscribers in 2 months. Insanity in a space like dropshipping, where we see people popping up pretty much every single day. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you watch till the end, please book that call with me. It's free. It's one-on-one. You don't even have to be a Shop Funnels user. I just want to talk to you. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.